launchers.
Hello and welcome to Sensational South. I'm Harish Upadhyay. Over the next 30 minutes, we bring you all the major news and newsmakers from across South India. Our top story today comes from Karnataka, where the BJP has once again turned to Lingayat Strongman BS Yediyurappa. Ahead of the elections in Karnataka, the big question is, can the 79-year-old leader be BJP's ticket to success? We'll debate this, but first the report.
भारत माता की
With less than 100 days to go for assembly elections in Karnataka, the BJP has gone back to the drawing board.
मंत्री श्री बसवराज बोम्मई जी और विशाल संख्या में तारे हुए मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों.
The first course correction has been made. That is to push former Chief Minister BS Yediyurappa's face aggressively in order to pacify the sulking Lingayat strongman. Yediyurappa, who had a one-on-one interaction with Prime Minister Modi in Delhi earlier this week, is likely to play a larger role in the party's campaign in the coming days. Lately, the state unit was seemingly ignoring him in several of its programs, including sending him a last-minute invite to JP Nadda's event in Koppal. But BSY, as he's known, is a force to reckon with. After meeting the Prime Minister, the veteran politician said that he's been instructed to reach out to minorities. The BJP is worried that the community may be feeling alienated in light of the hijab and halal controversies in the state. The party is hoping that Yediyurappa's balanced approach can bring back the confidence of Muslims.
ಹೌದು, ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಪಸಂಖ್ಯಾತ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಬಂಧುಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಲಹೆಯನ್ನ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅಲ್ಪಸಂಖ್ಯಾತ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಬಂಧುಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಂತೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಗೌರವ ಇದೆ, ನಮಗೂ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇದೆ. ಬರೋ ದಿವಸಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪ್ರಧಾನಿಯವರ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆಯಂತೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
BJP is once again turning to one of its biggest weapons in its arsenal after rival Congress launched its poll campaign with two populist announcements. Providing 200 units of free power to all households and giving 2,000 rupees to women heads of every household every month. Congress says BJP reworking its strategy is now pointless considering what the party has done in the last year and a half.
पार्टी अध्यक्ष खुद बोलता है, आप नाला, सड़क, पानी का, बिजली, सड़क, पानी का बात मत करिए. आपको बात करना है, लव जिहाद का बात करना है, हिजाब का बात करना है, हलाल का बात करना है, अजान का बात करना है और घर वापसी का बात करना है, शमशान और कब्रिस्तान का बात करना है. इसका मतलब क्या है? ये 3 साल में कोई डेवलपमेंट काम नहीं किया है, इसलिए ये धार्मिक रूप पे ये लोग भड़काने का काम कर रहा है.
BS Yediyurappa is the tallest and most influential leader among Lingayats, which is the single largest community in Karnataka and accounts for close to 17 to 18% of voters. So can the clout of BSY help counter the slew of freebies that opposition parties are announcing? With Harish Upadhyay in Bengaluru, Anisya Kumar for CNN News 18.
To debate this further, we have an eminent panel joining us today. We have Mohan Vishwa of the BJP, we have Mr. Nagaraj Yadav of the Congress, and Mr. Ramkrishna Upadhyay, senior journalist from Bengaluru, joining us. I'll come to you, Mr. Mohan Vishwa, first. Why this course correction? Or would the BJP want to call it course correction or just say it's part of a larger plan?
See, Harish, I don't know why you should call it as a course correction. There's no course correction over here. See, even if we had an internal rules of 75 years age criteria, even after that, Yediyurappa became the chief minister because of his popularity, and he was the first person to bring BJP to the power in the south in 2006. So, and he's our mass leader. Like how we have double engine government in the central and the state, we have double engine leadership in the state also.
Mr. Ramkrishna Upadhyay, do you believe that the BJP was left with no other option? With the kind of campaign that the Congress has started, do you believe the BJP had to go back to Mr. B.S. Yediyurappa?
In the first place, I don't know why there was this reluctance to use Mr. Yediyurappa from the beginning. I mean, under certain circumstances, he had to step down in August 21. But the party leadership at the center had made it very clear that Mr. Yediyurappa is a very tall leader and he will be utilized for the party campaigning. But in spite of that clear direction, the clarity on the part of the central leadership, the state leadership seems to be, a little bit of dilly-dallying on using Mr. Yediyurappa's experience and his, his pull with the crowd. I mean, why this? I don't understand. Probably because, Mr. Chief Minister Bommai feels that, he should also show that he's capable of, winning this election on his own, and he wants to show that he has also grown as a leader. But fine, but at the end of the day, the party has to get a majority. That is possible, I feel, only with Mr. Yediyurappa being fully involved in the campaigning. So unless, you keep him happy, unless you make him feel that he's part of the team, that is going to be very difficult. I think until now they've failed to do that, which is, very sad for the BJP's prospects.
Absolutely, and surprising as well. Mr. Mohan Vishwa, the second aspect that one has noted changing the last few days is that you see Yediyurappa meeting Prime Minister Modi, comes back in Hassan, gives out a statement that I have a clear instruction from the Prime Minister to also ensure that we woo or in a way get minority votes as well. This is contrary to the kind of stance that we've seen from the government and the party, especially over the last year and a half.
See, Harish, we are always with the minorities from the day one. So our motto was Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Without minorities, imagine in Uttar Pradesh, I don't think so we would have won that much of vote. So even minorities also have voted for us over there. That is happening across India. So every scheme you take, let it be in the case of central or in the case of state, so every scheme is going to minorities. It's not only restricted to only one particular region, one particular community. So what Mr. Yediyurappa has told and what Mr. Modi ji have told over is, we have to reach out to more and more to them and without even expecting, vote from them. So basically to reach out to them and also the lowest cadre of the Muslim community where you have a lot of discrimination within themselves. So we have to reach them more and, to make them understand that how the central schemes and the state schemes have benefited them. So to name a few, you take in the state of Karnataka itself. See, we have Krishi Samman Yojana wherein the central government is giving 6,000 per farmer. In addition to that, the state government led by Mr. BS Yediyurappa started giving 4,000 rupees extra. Don't you think that has gone to minorities or even that has gone to even Congress Karyakartas for that matter? Even if you go to Jal Jeevan Mission also, per day, more than 7,000
I'll take that to Nagaraj Yadav. Allow him to make his first comment. Mr. Nagaraj Yadav, you think the Congress needs to rework its strategy now? Considering that BJP is saying we'll also try and reach out to the minorities, we'll also ensure that Yediyurappa is seen everywhere in our campaign and he's not ignored.
But Congress never believed in appeasement politics, or never believed in the polarization of votes. We are completely for, we are actually speaking that we are for the poor, we are for everybody in the country. Let me come to Karnataka politics, and BJP core agenda is that the Hindutva is their core agenda. Till today, even till yesterday, we have been seeing that they were against people, minorities coming and doing business in the near the temples and other areas. And they were very core against all this hijab, halal, and they are busy with azan and so many issues all these days criticizing the minorities of this state today. And suddenly they come out with an idea of saying that just because 9 states elections are going on, a lot of minority votes have been there in the Christian votes are there in Nagaland and other states of which are going for election. And in 23 May we are having Karnataka election, 24 we have parliament election. They know very well the Hindutva itself is not consolidating them to come back, because Hindu youths also, the Karyakartas, how they behaved with Narendra Kumar Katil's vehicle when they went in Mangalore when he was traveling. So Hindu Karyakartas are not happy with them. Minorities as it is not happy with them. Now they're trying to make an agenda of saying that soft Islamization.
You're saying nobody's happy with the BJP.
But they failed. They failed. They failed in their development activities, and they will definitely pay a price for it.
Okay.
Shall I respond?
The activities, or rather developments of the last 1 week or so has been read in another way as well. That is, whether this is a reaction to the 2 populist announcements made by the Congress to give 2,000 rupees to every household having a woman head, and also giving 200 units of power free to every household in the state. Mr. Mohan Vishwa, do you believe these 2 announcements, largely populist in nature, have forced the BJP to re-strategize in a way?
See, Harish, the problem with the Congress is you take 1971, Indira Gandhi went with the slogan called Garibi Hatao. 2019, you take Rahul Gandhi went with the same slogan called Garibi Hatao. So, for the past 50 years, they're not able to do anything. It's we who reach out to every poor in the country. Take an example of recent where Mr. Modi ji visited Kalburgi, where 52,000 plus of the right certificate has been issued to the Lambani families. So that's the kind of development we do. Congress will never do that. And with their bogus scheme of 2,000 rupees only or free units of 200 units only, if we take 2,000 units means we have around 1.5 crore households over here, which comes to 3,000 crores per month, 36,000 crores per annum. From where they're going to mobilize it? Come on. And also, they announced 200 units of free electricity. We, being BJP government in the state of Karnataka, is already giving 75,000 units for the SC/ST communities from past 3.5 years. Please do remember that. This is all totally bogus. And their own leader, Mr. B.K. Hariprasad, who is known for, speaking nonsense on other leaders, what he said recently, 2 days back, he said that there is a conditions which applies for giving these 200 units of electricity and also 2,000 rupees to women. So this clearly shows that Congress is not having any intention. Why they are not doing it in Rajasthan then? Why they are not doing it in Chhattisgarh then? Why did they not do in Punjab when they were in power? So they do nothing. They just do
Mr. Nagaraj, the worry is the kind of announcements made by the Congress might put the state's finances in a very bad shape. Look at the numbers that are coming out. Remember, this is just a ballpark figure that's been calculated. They are saying just 200 units free to households in Karnataka. They are saying that might cost anywhere around 40,000 crores. And the 2,000 rupees for a woman head of the family, that might cost anywhere additionally around 36,000 crores. You're looking at anywhere around 76,000 crores annually. Where will you bring this money? And remember, this is just for 2 of your promises. There are 3 more pending.
So many more are pending. What we are trying to say is, let us go back to the history. When we are in power, 2013 to 18, we have promised 165 promises, and we kept up 160 promises. We never said lies. We kept up our promises. Not only that, we gave another 30 programs extra. For example, you take Annabhagya Yojana, what we gave. The same comments were made at the time. It is Government of India's money. How they are going to give? From where they are going to bring? People are becoming lazy. What happened now? Ultimately, Annabhagya Yojana, if they say all people in all BJP states. No, let me say that. Now, power generation matter is saying, are they aware of the statistics of Karnataka state power generation? I am telling you very, very clearly, almost more than 700 to 800 crore rupees paid extra on the agreements made with the solar power generation today without using the power.
Nearly 65% of households in Karnataka consume less than 200 units of power every month.
Let me complete it, sir. Let me complete it. We have a CLP leader who is there, who has presented 14 budgets in Karnataka state, who is more aware of the financial situation of Karnataka state rather than BJP spokespersons or BJP people who didn't know how to run the state of Karnataka. Today they know only.
I'll quickly go to Ramkrishna Upadhyay.
Mr.
Upadhyay, look at the kind of numbers we're talking. Just around 7.
And they are not able to repay the money.
I'll come back to you. Mr. Nagaraj. Mr. Ramkrishna Upadhyay, look at the kind of numbers doing the rounds. Around 76,000 crores just for these 2 promises, 3 more pending. Does the state have the kind of money that's required to finance these big ticket capital heavy projects or announcements? Or are we going Telangana way?
Well, I don't know how these promises are being without any basis. Because Mr. Siddaramaiah, it's very surprising that somebody who has presented 11 budgets in this state and who knows the finances like the back of his hand should be involved in this kind of issuing freebies. Where will the money come from? The estimates of these promises range from 50,000 to 70,000, as you say. And where will the money come from? And this is a really worrying factor. And it really shows that Congress is not very confident of winning this election. Why do you have to make this kind of a wild, promises which are going to be very difficult to keep and put the state in great financial trouble? I hope that the Supreme Court. One more point I want to make, Hari.
We're absolutely out of time on this show, but this is an issue that will continue. How will the BJP counter 3 more promises that the Congress wants to make and which in all likelihood will be populist in nature? Thank you, Mr. Nagaraj Yadav, Mr. Mohan Vishwa and Mr. Ramkrishna Upadhyay for joining us. Well, that's it from Karnataka. Now moving to Kerala. Nurses from Kerala are much acclaimed and also in huge demand across the world. But strangely, Private hospitals in Kerala are finding it extremely difficult to recruit nurses. My colleague Neetu Regukumar brings this report from Thiruvananthapuram.
Most private hospitals in Kerala are facing a 15 to 20% shortage of nurses, according to the Kerala Private Hospitals Association. Hospitals say there have been a slew of resignations over the past year and they are unable to fill up all vacancies of trained nurses.
It's mainly from last 1 year, maybe like the post-COVID time. Now the abroad options for nursing people have increased a lot, and many countries have waived off their mandatory norms like minimum 3 years experience and all. So even the fresh pass outs and the experienced staff are getting a faster appointments in abroad, overseas countries. So there's a lot of drain of our trained nursing staff from Kerala.
Marina Agnes was working as a nurse for the past 3 years in Kerala. Now she's gearing up to go to Ireland. She makes about 20,000 rupees a month here, but going abroad will translate into higher pay, better hours, and overall improved work environment.
After COVID, they have started more hospitals, so they need more. They're willing to pay us more salary, giving us a proper respect for us. They are giving respect to doctors. They are giving respect to the higher authorities and all.
Adding to the crisis is the fact that many students couldn't go outside the state to study nursing due to COVID restrictions. The shortage is more of trained nurses in the ICU, operation theatres and emergency room. Experienced hands are required to handle the equipment. The Private Hospitals Association has sent representations to the Kerala University of Health Sciences and the state government explaining the situation.
Requested them for some changes, making some changes in the nursing college criteria so that new colleges can come in with the private hospitals. Like for example, in the national scenario, the National Nursing Council says a requirement of 100 plus beds for a nursing college to be started. Whereas in Kerala, our stipulated rules says norms have more than 300 beds. So that actually we should be trying to bring in more number of students, and we should try to reduce the students going outside the state and give them an option to study in Kerala.
Meanwhile, Kerala's health minister says they have already taken measures to enhance the number of seats and even start new nursing colleges.
We have given NOC for new colleges in private sector and also for enhancement of nursing seats in private sector. And we have given NOC for around 1,100 new nursing seats. So next year, we are aiming at starting new institutions, new nursing colleges, not only nursing colleges, paramedical courses, and also PG courses, new PG courses in nursing. So government is dedicated in preserving the quality of medical education and also giving more opportunity to our students to study inside Kerala.
Private hospitals associations say that increasing the number of nursing seats and nursing colleges in Kerala is important to deal with the shortage. If the issue is not dealt with immediately, in the coming years there will be severe shortage of nurses and the healthcare in Kerala will be affected. With video journalist Ablash MS in Thiruvananthapuram, Neetu Regukumar.
Time for a quick break now. On the other side, we'll get you more stories.